Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm Summer, and this week we are discussing the DEARMAN skill. This is the skill most responsible for objectively getting what you want. While it might put strain on a relationship, it is oftentimes needed. This both works for asking for something as well as saying no. I find it helpful to do, even if partially, because it's just good advice. And nowadays, I do it basically automatically. All right, this is a long one. Dear Man gets broken up into each letter as well. So describe, express, assert, reinforce, stay mindful, appear confident, negotiate. It can be further broken down into kind of two distinct parts, the dear and the man part. If everything goes well, you don't need the second part, but if things are a little rocky, you probably want to go for the full commit. D or describe. You want to stick to the facts and explain exactly why you were upset. You told me you would do your dishes, but they're still in the sink. The more specific, the better, but try not to use any sort of feelings. They come next with express. Your emotions are important and they need to be heard. Don't assume the other person knows what you're feeling though. For example, when you leave dishes in the sink, I get angry and a little disgusted because I want a clean house. You want to avoid phrases like should or shouldn't and change them out to I want you to or I would like you to. A or assert, clearly state what you want. Do not assume the other person knows or will pick up on what you're trying to say with the subtlety that you want. Because from personal experience, I don't pick up on any sort of subtlety. With the example, it would be, I would like you to do your dishes or at least rinse them out when you put them in the sink. Reinforce. Make the consequences known for their behavior, both the good and the bad. The kitchen will look so much nicer. Or for a bad one, remember the flies we had last year? M or stay mindful, because it has to be weird like that. Focus on your goals. This is the hardest step for people and where the relationships can start to falter. There are several methods you can employ here, the broken record being one of them, which is saying the same thing over again and again and again until you wear them down and it's made clear that you will not move on until they answer. Or to just straight up ignore their attacks or changing of subjects. Those two can often be put hand in hand and they work very well together. All right, A or appear confident. This is where you want to puff yourself up a bit. No stammering, no staring at the floor or retreating. Basically fake it till you make it. You don't want any of the don't hurt me response, which is cowering, trying to cover yourself up, and generally trying to take up not enough space. N or negotiate. You need to be a little flexible with things, and the main thing is to offer and ask for solutions to the problem you need, and figure out where your flexibility meets where you want your goals to actually be met. So, this was a lot of information, and it is a big skill. It might be worth practicing on little things that aren't really important overall, or structuring your next talk with a boss or loved one in a similar way to this. And don't be afraid to fully write it out. I had to do that the first several times, and I still do on occasion when it's something really big. And like I mentioned, eventually you will do this automatically. You just need to stick with it. If you found this informative, leave a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. As always, shine big, shine bright, and don't let your spark die out.